It's 7:30. Good morning, I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. Paterson MP Bob Baldwin says last night's federal budget is aimed at stimulating the economy and returning the nation's finances to surplus. As expected, the childcare rebates are in, potentially giving Hunter parents $21,000 a year toward daycare fees. Double-dipping parental leave has been scrapped. Small business are big winners too, with people able to buy up to $20,000 worth of business-related assets and get an immediate tax write-off, along with 1.5% tax cut. Bob Baldwin says the government wants to have the budget back into surplus by 2019.
Despite an income write-down of over $90 billion from the mining industry, we're able to achieve a further reduction in debt. We're ahead of the target. We're working towards a surplus, and the closer we get to that, the better it is for our nation, because it actually means less money we're borrowing to be able to run this country.
However, Hunter MP Joel Fitzgibbon claims the budget has neglected the Hunter, with no funding set aside for the Glendale Transport Interchange.
The Glendale Interchange, Muswellbrook Bypass, there are a whole range of infrastructure projects throughout the Hunter that haven't received any attention at all in the budget last night. The Hunter region's just been forgotten by the Abbott government. They talked the talk prior to the election, but they haven't walked the walk since the election.
There's also no money for a road linking the M1 to Raymond Terrace. However, nearly $200 million will be spent on improving parts of the M1 over the next 4 years, while new funding has been announced for the duplication of the Turl Street Bridge and the Buckets Way upgrade, while just under $250 million will go towards the Williamtown RAF base upgrade next year. In other news, a 21-year-old man has allegedly pointed a replica gun at the occupants of a car during a road rage incident at Glendale. Sonia Roberts from Police Headquarters says a car and truck were travelling along Lake Road yesterday afternoon when the occupants of both vehicles exchanged finger gestures following a traffic incident.
We were told both vehicles came to be side by side, with the driver of the truck allegedly pointing a handgun at the occupants of the car. The two occupants of the car pulled in behind the truck and contacted police. Police from the Lake Macquarie Local Area Command found the truck driving along Racecourse Road. The truck and its three occupants were stopped and searched by police, with a silver plastic replica handgun allegedly located inside the cabin.
The 21-year-old truck driver is due to face court on May 27. Police and fire investigators will comb through the burnt-out remains of a house which was destroyed by fire at Denman last night. Fire crews from Denman and Muswellbrook arrived at the Weatherboard Cottage on Crinline Street just before midnight to find flames through the roof. A mother and her two children escaped without serious injury, but were treated at the scene for smoke inhalation. It's taken around 3 hours to extinguish and mop up the blaze. The future of public transport for inner-city Newcastle is up for discussion tonight at a public forum held by the Newcastle Institute. The forum begins at 6 o'clock and aims to discuss the future of public transport in the area, considering the political stalemate surrounding previous proposals. Architect and urban designer Edward Duke says the focus needs to be on planning and transport solutions.
They talk about planning issues. However, what's going on at the moment is a planning solution, and then it's not a transport solution. Experience has shown worldwide that you cannot separate the two. They are contingent on each other. Good public transport and good planning go together.
Starting next month, Port Stephens Council will be commencing a curbside green waste collection. Council is undertaking the collection to ensure all residents are able to have their storm-damaged vegetation removed. Waste Management Coordinator Aaron Malloy says most properties are eligible.
The collection will start on June 1, so we ask that they put their waste out on the 31st of May. We ask that they put it in two piles, the smaller stuff and then the larger trunks and thick branches in another pile. It will be given to all properties that are rated either residential or rural residential. It won't be to the rural properties, as they have the opportunity to burn the green waste under the council's backyard burning fact sheet policy.
Updating sport, there's still plenty of belief the Knights can turn their season around after 5 straight losses. Newcastle takes on the West Tigers this Sunday at Hunter Stadium in the first of 4 home games over the next 5 rounds. Enforcer Tarek Sims says he believes they can play finals footy if they can find some consistency.
Obviously we're trying our best and we're doing everything on the training paddock to make sure that we can put our best foot forward, but a couple of things aren't going away, a couple of silly mistakes that we keep making keep happening, so we just keep shooting ourselves in the foot.
And in last night's catch-up game in Northern Region Premier League Soccer, a goal deep in injury time gave Broadmeadow Magic a 3-2 win over Adamstown. 2NURFM News Time 25 to 8.